Dear students, good morning. In the last class, I will discuss about the three challenges of uh, nation building. Today, I am going to discuss about the integration of princely states with Indian Union. As you know that in British India, there are two kinds of region. One was the British India provinces and other was princely state. The British India provinces were directly under the control of the British Crown. On the other hand, some big and small states or some big and small region which was ruled by the princes, that is called princely states. This princely state These princely states enjoy some form of control over their internal affairs, and the princely state pay taxes which is imposed by the British government. That is why this princely state is regarded as a domination states of British Crown. So the next point is the problems of integration. In British India, there are 565 princely states. The integration of this princely state to the Indian Union was big problems after independence. That means the process of integration was not smooth. It involves so many problems. The main reason behind the problems of integration was at the time of independence, the British ruler announced that after the end of the British rule over India, paramountcy of British Crown over 565 princely states would also lapse. So, with this announcement, 565 princely state of India achieved independence. Again, the British ruler declared that all these princely states are free to join either India or Pakistan or remain independent if they desire. So this announcement created serious problems. It led to a serious threat towards the unity and integrity of India. At the very outset of independence, this problem spring erect. For example, the ruler of Travancore declared his independence. So, firstly, the ruler of the Travancore declared his independence. At the time of independence, the ruler of Travancore was Cosmo Grand Niven Edward. That means the CGN Edward declared that he will remain independent. Second, in the next day of Travancore's announcement, Nizam, the ruler of Hyderabad, also made the similar announcement. Again, the Nawab of Bhopal also had similar opinion. That means the Nawab of ruler was Hamidullah Khan. He also declared that he will remain independent. Some other princely state who wanted to remain independent are Jammu and Kashmir, Junagadh, Indur, Dholpur, Nava, Jodhpur, Bharatpur, etc. They wanted to remain independent. So thus, after independence, the integration became a big challenge towards the unity and integrity of the country. There was the possibility of further division of the country into small independent states. But the objectives of freedom fighters of India was to make India as a unified independent state. That is why the interim government faced this situation bravely. The government of India strongly opposed the possibility of all kinds of proposals that can further divide India again. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the first Home Minister and Deputy Prime Minister of India, played a historic role in the integration of Indian provinces and princely state with Indian Union. As a Home Minister, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel appealed all the rulers of princely state, those who are contiguous with Indian territory, to accede with the Indian Union. In responding the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's appeal, most of the rulers of Union territories signed in the instrument of accession before 15 August 1947. There are some states which remain to sign in instrument of accession, and they wanted to remain independent. These states are Jammu and Kashmir, Junagadh, Hyderabad and Manipur. These states create serious problems as compared to the other princely states. So in the next video, I shall try to discuss how the Hyderabad, Junagadh, Jammu and Kashmir and Manipur integrated with Indian Union. Thank you.